Robin Hood Radio presents the commentary of Don Morrison. Don is a former editor at Time magazine. He's an author, lecturer, and member of the Berkshire Eagle Advisory Board.
Thomas Sims was born into slavery around 1828 in Georgia. As a young man, he stowed away on a ship bound for Boston and freedom. But when he arrived, he was arrested, sent back to his owner. Sims was one of the first victims of the Fugitive Slave Act. That 1850 law authorized fines for anybody in the U.S. who provided food or shelter to an escaped slave, also for officials who ignored orders to capture one. Those who did comply got a bounty, much like today. Since the recent Supreme Court ruling undermining abortion rights, some states are trying to impose their own fugitive slave laws. These essentially authorize bounties for people who report women seeking an abortion or doctors providing one. A few states want to levy fines and jail time on women who flee across state lines for the procedure. Texas is even trying to punish companies that provide travel benefits for employees who get an abortion in one of those free states. The U.S. is becoming two nations, one free, one slave. In some states, women will have full rights. In others, they'll be treated like property. Of course, as Abe Lincoln warned, a house divided like that cannot stand. I don't think we're headed for a new civil war. That's because the old one ended up giving us some tools. After the South was defeated, Congress passed the 13th Amendment outlawing slavery. Also, and especially, the 14th Amendment. That one extended equal protection of the law to all citizens. Last I checked, women were citizens. Even back in the 1850s, many Americans thought the fugitive slave law was unjust. Among them was the U.S. Marshal in Boston, whose sorry task it was to send Sims back to Georgia. His name was Charles Devens. He later became a judge, then a general in the Union Army, and was always a believer in legal equality. After Sims was sent home, Devens tried to buy him out of slavery without success. But the enterprising young slave fled north again and stayed free. After the war, Devens moved to Washington and became U.S. Attorney General. One of his first hires, Thomas Sims, who was well-schooled in the importance of equal protection under the law. Many American women are about to learn that lesson. I'm Don Morrison.
Don Morrison is an author and editor. He's taught at universities in the United States, Europe, and Asia. He's the European editor of the British magazine Port and a member of the Berkshire Eagle Advisory Board. He lives in Paris, Miami, and in Berkshire County.